Well, good morning, friends and neighbors. Here we are again, DCT Trail, Tbone and Boo. Just got up this morning and had to do a little four-wheel driving to get this rig turned around on this old 2-track that hadn't been used in probably 20 years. So we're leaving here. She's going that direction. I'm going that direction, back to trail. I got to hike about a mile down this road to get back on trail, and I got about 14 miles to get up to the next highway where Boo's going to meet me, and then we're going to go to the Paradise Cafe, which is kind of a landmark on the trail, and get something to eat. And then we got to come up with our next game plan, because the next game plan is going to be pretty dynamic. This is where we're going to cross Apache Peak, and Apache Peak is still got snow and ice on it. Talked to a southbound hiker yesterday. He was able to traverse it. There's a real dangerous part when you get up to the peak. Narrow trail on a cliff, ice and snow. It's been a tough go for some of the hikers to get around that. Some of them have just bypassed it and not done it. They did lose a hiker there, I think in 2020, due to the ice. He slipped and fell. The other option is you can go on northbound. There's a left trail you can take to go to the peak, and then you can bushwhack down the other side and get back on trail, and you can avoid the whole cliff side and the ice and everything altogether. But we'll continue to film trail today, day 9, and we're going to start at mile marker 137 and come out at mile marker, I believe, 154.
No, 151.9.
151.9, my expert says. And anyway, that'll get us through this bottomland here, and then we can start tackling the snow-covered mountains. And then there's several places to come off trail to get down to Idyllwild, and Idyllwild is supposed to be a really cool little mountain town to hang out in. Typically, hikers will come down into Idyllwild, resupply, go back up on trail, go a little further, come back down into Idyllwild, because it's such a nice town. So anyway, oh yeah, and I'm supposed to stop saying anyway so much. So in your comments, you need to dime me out when you hear me saying anyway too much. I shouldn't be doing that. Happy trail. See you down the trail. Just drive it. See you tear something up.
Have a great day, Ben.
Okay.
Day 9. We're live.
You're not supposed to call me babe, remember?
Oh,
We're
sorry.
using our code names. So Boo is not afraid to push the Paco van to its limits. Here last night, and she came a lot further than I thought she would, or probably should have. And she's at 4-wheel low right now, trying to ease that heavy son of a gun out of here. She wanted me to film it. And that 4-wheel low is pretty torquey in that Mercedes, especially in that 3500 chassis. But that little spot right there, I can't believe she just eased through it like that. I told her in the future we might err on the side of valor and just keep from coming down a road like this. Well, day 9 PCT, about a mile or two in on trail. Looking back up the valley from where I came from, down into this canyon, going up that canyon. I guess the trail's gonna get up on top up there somewhere. Sun just came up, but the wind started blowing. It was 38 degrees when I stepped outside this morning, and with the sun it felt fine, but now with the wind blowing, I had to put the jacket back on. It was a beautiful morning. They called for overcast till 2. Only clouds I see are creeping in on that ridge line over there. Got about another 11 or 12 miles to go to get to the highway, and then hopefully get to the Paradise Cafe before they close and get one of the world's greatest hamburgers. They seem to always be.
So I Googled Mary. She is a PCT trail angel, and she was a former philosophy professor, and she owned property next to the PCT. Alrighty then. Woo! I'm almost down the final stages of this dirt road. This was truly an adrenaline rush for me. I don't mind doing a four-wheel drive. It's just I prefer T-bones with me when I'm doing it. Really good test on Paco, and I have to say, thank goodness we had four-wheel drive. Well, going down somewhat looked worse than going up. Did a low crawl up, and I survived. I didn't have any signal. I was like, oh, hell, now, and I'm trying to tell T-Bone that he needs to walk a mile to me to get Starlink hooked up that quick, and I was able to text his Garmin and also his phone. So it all worked out fine, but it was definitely an adventure today. Super blue out in the fields. Nice.
Lots of wildflowers. This part of the trail. That's what they're calling a mega bloom this year because of all the rain, snow, everything's just blown up. A lot of color in the desert.
Paradise Valley Cafe. So, I've been making this little run from here back to the Paradise Cafe. Doing a little turnaround here.
Well, that snow-covered mountain there, somewhere up there, is Apache Peak. We've either got to go over it or around it. And we're supposed to get some more snow the next couple days, allegedly. But it's been playing hide and seek with us for a while now. And we're getting down to it now. Well, we're wrapping up the last 2 miles of the day's probably 14 to 15 mile trek. Anyway, I'm gonna round this bend. We'll be able to see the San Jacinto, and somewhere buried in that mountain chain is Apache Peak, and that's our next kind of big whammy, especially with the snow and ice that's on it. It's got some tricks we're gonna have to get over. But all in all, it's been a really good day, good trail. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of elevation today. I didn't really look that far into it, but the elevation was a mild surprise. Kind of sucks the air right out of your lungs, but I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna try to turn this around and get that back view. Yeah, so there it is off in the distance. That's the high country we just came over the last few days and out of the lower desert. And now we're going to see some new country that's even more dynamic. So there's the highway and the power lines right there leading over to the Paradise Cafe. So we are on the last little, oh, look at there. It's parked on the highway up there. The Paco van. Surprise, surprise.
I got some passengers.
All right. Bet they've been waiting.
No, not long. They started about
waiting because they got ahead of me. Oh, let's go to the cafe.
You see there? Harley Davidson, I see. I'll get your picture.
Well, after eating down at the Paradise Valley Cafe, we made it up here with a load of tired hikers and dropped them off at their respective places, and we ended up staying here at the Idyllwild Inn.